Hi guys, hello, hello, it's time for some Facebook Live, woohoo, yay, I'm super excited to be here tonight with you guys, Blah, that was a mouthful, because I have some super cute projects to show you, and, well, I always have super cute projects to show you, so, you shouldn't be too surprised that they'll be cute, because they will. And I'm sure that I will also have a lot of tips and tricks to share with you along the way, because that's how I roll. Because I make lots of mistakes. I have lots of opportunities to help you guys improve your stamping, because I'll tell you what not to do. Or if you do something, or if I do something, then I can help you talk about how to fix it, because I screw up a lot. And if you guys have watched me for a while, you can attest to the fact that I screw up a lot. So, say hello if you're watching us tonight. I see Sonia is here. Hello, Sonia. Thank you for joining me. Oh, and she shared the video. Yay. Thank you for that also, Sonia. Yes, please share the video if you can to your timeline and let all your crafty friends know that I'm here and have them come and watch me, because why wouldn't they want to watch? It's going to be fun. And again, the projects are going to be super cute. Yeah, if I do say so myself. So we have Carol here. Hello, Carol. And we have Pam and Barbara and another Barbara. So, boy, you ladies have a really amazing name. Let me just say that right now. So, let's see. I'm trying to think. Sometimes, you know, I like to have a little story to tell while we're kind of waiting for everybody to jump on here. And the only story I can think of is, it's kind of yucky. So, hello, Laura and Trudy and Jackie. It's kind of yucky. I'm in my basement. This is where my stamp room is, and I have this room that you can see in the camera here behind me, and then I also have, there's a bedroom next to me over there that is a guest room when we have guests, but when it's not, when I have no guests, then it's just more stamping stuff. So I came in here the other morning to do some work, and I came through the doorway back there, and then I kind of looked down, and I saw like a bug. Ugh, and it was kind of large, and at first I thought it was a spider, and I about burned the house down, but then after I was looking at it a little bit more, it wasn't. And when I work in my stamp room, I don't wear my glasses, because most of the time the distance that I'm working is that mid distance, and I don't need my glasses to see mid distance. I need them for close-up work and like far away to drive. So when I'm in my house, I very rarely wear them. So I didn't have them on, so I quickly grabbed them, and I was looking at this thing, and I was like, what is that? And then it kind of looked like a cricket. And I thought, ugh, but it looked like a cricket, and it kind of had like some guts on it. And I was just like flabbergasted, like, what is going on in my stamp room? How did a cricket get in here? So I kind of tapped it with my slipper to kind of kill it. And, so I thought it was dead. So then I go upstairs to, you know, get my husband ready for work, get my son ready for school. And I think, okay, I'll come back down. It was on this throw rug I have down here. I thought I'll come back down when they're gone. I'll pick up the throw rug. I'll throw it outside, and we'll get rid of the gross thing. So everybody leaves. I come back down here. It's gone. And I'm thinking, what? I have a zombie cricket in my house? So I'm looking at my rug, and I see its back legs. Like, they're just legs on this rug. And I'm just thinking, what is going on? How is this even possible? And where did the cricket go without its legs? So I'm starting to really gross out and freak out, because I don't want a legless cricket crawling around in my basement, you know. Ugh. I find it was in the bathroom, like kind of underneath the door. So it had like pulled itself, like with its front legs. Gross. It pulled itself into the bathroom under the door, which the bathroom is like right behind me. You can see the door there. So I got the vacuum, I sucked it up, I took the rug outside and shook off the legs, and I was just really, really creeped out for the longest time that day. I was just like, I had the EBGB. So the other thing I can figure is I must have been walking across the family room to get into my stamp room. I must have stepped on it, and it kind of stuck to my slipper, and when I hit the rug, kind of came off, I guess. I don't know. And in the process of all that, I tore off its legs. I mean, blah. Anyway. So enough about my gross, disgusting zombie cricket. Okay, so in case you guys didn't check my blog out today, which you absolutely should, I have a super cute box on there and a super cute card. I kind of showed you guys this card last week. But I actually finished it, and then I put it on my blog. Yeah, Linda, right. I know. It was bleh, it was disgusting. And I have had crickets down here before. Like every so often, I'll find a cricket crawling across my stamp room floor, and I'm like, where did that cricket come from? Did he come in upstairs and he hopped his little butt down the stairs and all the way around the laundry room into my stamp room? Or do they live that far underground? I mean, I live in it's a full basement. I mean, you know, it's like 8 feet from the ground to the bottom of my floor. So how do they even get in here? I don't know. Anyway, okay, so that's an amazing project on my blog today, so you should check it out. In fact, you might recognize the box because a couple weeks ago, I made a Halloween box for you guys. It's the same box, just, you know, different. So anyways, you should check that out. Okay. Oh, I wanted the winner from last week is Teresa Blue. She wins the lovely lattice stamp set. So Teresa, please message me with your information because I don't know you and I don't have your address or anything. So please Facebook message me your address so I can get this out to you so you can use it. So it's brand new and it's super cute and I hope she loves it. Okay. Oh, everybody's gross out. I get it. And I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't have discussed it because it's actually disgusting and it's bleh. But I had to tell somebody, you know, I mean, I told my husband and my son, but they just don't appreciate the bleh factor nearly as much as I think you guys do. So thanks. Okay. I'm going to mention this again because it's still going on. In September, we have the Get and Go promotion for anybody who wants to become a discount shopper with Stampin' Up. And like I say every week, everybody should be a discount shopper. If you are buying Stampin' Up products, you should be a discount shopper because why wouldn't you want to get your products for less than you're paying for them now? I just don't know. You absolutely should. And so this month, when you do that, you also receive, in addition to the $125 you get in your kit, which can include the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, just saying, you also get 2 other stamp sets, which are Queen Anne's Lace and So Much Love. You get a package of rhinestones, and then you get 16 cardstock kits. 16, 8 of this cardstock kit and 8 of this cardstock kit. They both contain envelopes, so you get 16 envelopes and 16 card bases, and then the other cardstock pieces to create cards. Now, Stampin' Up! Has, you know, shown us a few projects you can make with the cards. Here are 2 of them. This one uses the So Much Love, and this one uses the Queen Anne's Lace. Super cute. And then the other ones are these here. Again, Queen Anne's Lace, So Much Love. So you could make these exact cards with the pieces that are in this kit. So just saying, it's a really good deal right now, and you should absolutely do it. Okay, I am going to flip my camera because I think that's the only story that I have this week, I think, is that disgusting cricket. So yeah, if I think of anything else, I'll be sure to share it with you while we're stamping. So I think I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera, and then we will talk a little bit, and then I will get to my super cute, amazing projects. Okay. I flipped the camera. Let me put my little level up here. Make sure it's all nice and level and straight because I really hate it when it's not. Hello, Melanie and Bonnie. Thanks for joining me. So here you guys can see the Get and Go promotion through the month of September. You get your $125 plus the 16 cardstock kits, plus the stamp sets, plus the rhinestones. You get that all for $99. It's a really good deal, and you should absolutely do it. So you can go to my blog at barbstamps.com, click on the Join Now button across the top, and get it done. All right. And I did want to show you guys these cards again, because sometimes when you're looking at them on Facebook, and I have my camera, you know, crazy in selfie mode, it doesn't really show up that great. But these are the cards that you could make with your free stamps. And in addition to this, everybody who's on my team of demonstrators on October 1st is going to get a free tutorial from me full of projects using these 2 stamp sets. So not only will you have the 2 stamp sets, if you sign up, obviously if you don't sign up and you're already on my team, you'd have to buy the stamp sets in order to make the projects that I'm going to show you. But it's going to be a perk for everybody on my team on October 1st. It's going to be about 16 additional projects besides the ones that Stampin' Up! Has shown us for you guys using that set. There'll be dimensions and picture and instructions. So yeah, it'll be super awesome. Okay, fighting crickets and Yuma too. Oh, Melanie, bleh, they're just disgusting. Okay, Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Oh, we've talked about this. I showed it last week. It's amazing. The magnetic platform is to die for. And if you do join to become a demonstrator in the month of September, this can be in your kit. This is a $120 item, and the shipping on it is $12. So that's $132 if you want to buy it. If you join Stampin' Up, you can get it for $99. So you're saving like $33. If you're not already a demonstrator and you want to be a demonstrator and you want this machine, it's a no-brainer to get the machine in your kit. Okay, moving on. Oh, my Create Where You Are September kit to go uses the Love of Leaves bundle. This is one of the cards that's in the class. I already have a video for that. The other three, I'll be shooting the videos for them tomorrow, and I'm not going to show them, so they're going to be exclusive to the class. But these are just alternate ideas that you could make with the bundle, of course. And the bundle includes, well, this is the actual bundle from Stampin' Up. It's the Love of Leaves stamp set and dies. My bundle, my kit to go, includes the pre-cut cardstock pieces to create 8 cards, 2 each of 4 designs. You get the wrapped in texture folders. You get a half a pack of the plaid designer series paper, quarter pack of the metallic brushed cardstock, holiday rhinestone package, 2 yards of bumblebee ribbon. Did I say the wrapped in texture folders? I think I did. Yeah, for $45. You don't get this unless you have to add that on. But if you already have this and you just want the class, it's $45. That includes the shipping. If you don't have this bundle and you want the class and you want the bundle, I'll sell you the bundle for $56. So if you're interested in that, the links for the class are below in the description of this video. This I would need to send you a PayPal invoice for, so let me know. Okay. Moving on, my September online class is going to use the Arrange a Wreath bundle. And I hammered that out today. I'm going to have 6 cards, and then I'm going to have a boxed set of 4 more cards. So the special bundle that I would be selling if you want to get everything for free is the Arrange a Wreath bundle, the In Good Taste designer series paper, which this wood grain piece here is one of those, the bumblebee ribbon, the real red, what is it, the braided linen trim, and the wonderful gems. I think that's it. So you get all that. If you get those items for $123. Yeah, that's right. And then you get the class and the pre-cut cardstock kit for free. If you just need the class and the pre-cut cardstock kit, it's $40. If you only want the class, it's $25. Links are in the description of the video. So that's my September online class. My August online class, I still have 2 pre-cut cardstock kits left. So if you do want that, the link is in the video description, $35, class and pre-cut cardstock kit. And it's amazing. It's got 9 super cute cards. These are some kind of close-ups of the cards that are in the class. They all have a video tutorial for them along with written directions. And I think I saw Lisa on here. Lisa is part of my Totally Techniques online club. And what that is every month that you use my monthly host code, here it is for the month of September, and you purchase $30 or more from me in that month, and you let me know that you want to be in the club, then I will send you my cards for the month. Last month it was the Love of Leaves, and the technique is called Inlaid Embossing. So all the girls got the instruction card with a sample plus a greeting card for that technique. And after you do that with me for 6 consecutive months, I will then give you a $30 gift certificate to buy whatever you want. So all that information is on my blog at barbstamps.com. Okay, we are done, except for I did want to show you guys a couple of more samples in case you weren't here last week. These are your free stamp sets if you join as a discount shopper in the month of September. And then here's one of the cards that Stampin' Up made for us. And then I made this one last week. Did a little paper crumpling for some extra interest. And then here was one other color combination that I did. And then we made this card last week with the Queen Anne's lace, using a little bit of a fun fold and some tearing there. So keep that in mind if you guys are looking to join Stampin' Up. I would love to have you on my team. We have so much fun. And yeah, okay. Let me get my stuff for my first project. What are we going to do? I guess, speaking of the Queen Anne's lace stamp set, we're going to use that. So here it is. So here are my 2 stamps that we're going to use. we're going to use 3 colors of ink: Pool Party, Rich Raspberry, Misty Moonlight. And we are also going to be using a piece of Designer Series paper out of this package here. This is called the Artistry Blooms. Now, I did do an online class using this paper and that bundle, and the paper is really pretty. There's just lots of fun patterns, and I'm really liking these kind of ombre-ish, I guess that's a word because I said it is, these ombre-ish patterns. And so that's why I chose the piece of paper that I chose today, and then I pulled my colors out of that. So that's this piece here. That's what we're gonna, that's kind of our one of the focal points on the card. Then I have my papers here. We're going to use a Misty Moonlight card base. I've got a little strip of white, a strip of Rich Raspberry that I ran through with one of the Wrapped in Texture folders. So this is the folders that are included in my kit to go in September, and that's really fun. And so what else do we have here? We have a scrap of white. And then we're also going to be using these fun iridescent pearls. They're so pretty. Look at the shine on them. And some Misty Moonlight ribbon. And some sponge daubers. So this could actually be a technique because it's actually kind of cool. Okay, so what we're going to do first is I'm going to make some room for myself. I'm going to open up my ink. And there we go. And I'm going to bring in my little strip of white. Now this measures 1 3/4 by, can't remember. I think it's 4 1/4. Yeah, 1 3/4 by 4 1/4. I need a scratch piece of paper. Oh, actually, I'll just bring in my foam mat for stamping because these stamps are photopolymer, so we need to use a foam mat under them sometimes. So I'm going to ink up this detailed part, this detailed image here with the Misty Moonlight. And I'm going to stamp that about like so. Oh my gosh, Kathy says, hello Barb, I hope it warmed up. Yeah, can you believe that? We had, well, we didn't get any snow here in Sheridan where I actually live. But 2 hours south of me, they got like 8 inches. And was it, I think it was this morning. When I got up this morning, it was 25 degrees. What? That's too cold and I'm not happy about it. So yeah, it's warmer during the day now, Kathy. I think today it was like 75 or something like that, which is actually really nice weather for us. So thanks for asking. If I have any other comments here, I should be checking that out, guys. I'm sorry. Sometimes I don't check the comments as much as I should. So in your kit, can embossing folders be substituted if you already own the one offered in the kit? Jackie, yes, as long as it's the same price. So you just need to email me and let me know what you want to substitute it with. Absolutely not a problem at all. Okay, so this is the bold image that goes over the top. So I'm going to ink it up in Pool Party, okay? But then I'm going to bring in a sponge dauber. So I've got Rich Raspberry, but I'm going to tap it off first because I don't want a ton of it on there. I just want a little bit. So I'm just going to kind of tap this around the flowers here. And I'm hoping you guys can see that I've got some Rich Raspberry on there. Then I'm going to dip it into my Misty Moonlight also. And we're going to get some Misty Moonlight on there. Okay. So now I have to huff on it to moisten the ink. And then I'm going to stamp it over the top. And then if I am lucky, it will work out. So bear with me while I line this up with my eyeballs. I think. All right. It's do or die time. Let's hope it works out. You know, it's not perfect, but what is in life, right? So I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to leave it because I'm liking it. So now you can see, look at that. When I blended the Pool Party with the other 2 colors, it really works with this paper. So I was super excited about that. Okay. So then we're going to bring in our Misty Moonlight. And now this is something that I hadn't quite figured out what I was going to do yet. So I'm going to put this at an angle. And then I'm going to put the Designer Series paper about right here. Okay. Like so. And then I'm going to put this on top of it. So I can't decide if I want to take this and dip this into some Misty Moonlight and maybe like put a little bit of the flower right there and maybe a little bit down here. Well, I guess I can do it, and if it sucks and I hate it, then we'll just change our mind. So we're going to try it. What did I do with my foam pad? I literally just had it in my hand. Does anyone see it? Because I certainly don't. Oh, I dropped it on the floor. What do you know about that? I dropped it on the floor. Okay, so let's ink up. Actually, you know what? I'm going to clean this off first. Hold on. There's my chamois. Susan, if you're watching, Susan might be watching. She emailed me and asked me this debate. What I did with my chamois, I just keep it in a plastic stamp case, an old one, so it works pretty good. Okay, so I cleaned off my stamp, so I'm just going to tap just the top of it in the Misty Moonlight, because I only need a little bit of it to show up here. So I'm going to do that, and then we're going to do that again, and we're going to bring it down here. Okay, so now let's just sort of see what we got here. Yeah, sometimes when I'm making cards for Facebook Lives, I don't actually put them all the way together. I don't complete it just because I'm like, well, you know, maybe I might want to change my mind. I'm going to have to see what I think about that. I might hate it and I might change my mind. So, but in the meantime, I need to stamp my sentiment, which I'm going to stamp in Rich Razzleberry. Right here. Okay. Then I would take my Stitched Shape Framelits. This is the second to smallest circle, and I would run that through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and get this, okay? So we're going to move that over here so it's not lost. Then I was thinking I would lay my sentiment here-ish, maybe there, I don't know. And then I'm going to take my Misty Moonlight ribbon and I'm going to tie a bow. So I make 2 bunny ears and then I cross them and tuck it under. And then I just manipulate the loops to be as big as, you know, I want them to be. So I've already done that. You guys know how I am. I do a lot of prep before I go live just because, I don't know. So here's my bow. So I thought I would end up putting my bow about like that. Maybe. And then the last thing I had was these amazing pearls. And you can kind of see that some of them look blue, some of them look kind of green, and some of them look kind of purplish. Well, there happen to be 3 kind of purplish ones right here in the corner. So I cut them off. They're purpley blue. And I thought they would look amazing if I put 2 right there and maybe 1 up here. So that's kind of what I was feeling the card like that. So I think I don't hate it. I think I'm going to go ahead and leave it with those little flower thingies. So let me put my ink away so I don't end up sticking my card into it. Did I just get it on my hand? No. And then we'll go ahead and finish this up and put this together. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to run some adhesive kind of diagonally across the back of this paper. So I want it from this. That started. Oh, come on. Last time I used it, I must have tore it off funny. Okay, so then we're going to add this. So it's about equal distance on both ends. So I have like from here to here is the same, and then from here to here is the same. When I say equal distance, that's what I mean. Press that into place. Then we're going to stick this on here. It's going to be about like that. I'm going to use some of this again. Okay. And is that the way I wanted it, or was it like this? I think it was like this. Okay, so I'm having it a little bit farther over to this side and then centered from top to bottom. That was kind of my thought process there. Oh, you guys are liking these colors. Yay, thank you. So now I will just, oh, this little strip here was 1 1/4 by, it's probably 5 1/2, just so I could make sure that it would go all the way across. And we will snip that off. Whoops, that was a terrible snipping job. Jeez Louise, who did that? Oh, that would be me. Okay, then this, oops, I almost threw my little gem. This is going to go over here like that. So I think I'll do the same thing where I'll just put, I won't use dimensionals quite yet. So I'm going to do that. Okay, and then I'm going to put dimensionals on this little guy here. So I have an edge piece that might just work perfect. There, yay! All right, so we're going to set this about like that. Then we need glue dots for the bow. So we'll get a glue dot on there. Ooh, I think you guys are saying that you like this. Thank you. I did too. I was super excited. I saw this layout posted here recently somewhere, probably Facebook, I would imagine. And so I thought, oh, that looks really cool. All right, so I'm just going to pick this off of the little plastic piece. And we're going to stick those right here. And then get that one. I don't have any fingernails, so I couldn't pick that up. I think I'll sit that right there. Ooh, there it is. Ooh, you know what I could do? I can put something on the inside too. Let me grab a layer of white here real quick. Okay, and we can stamp. Ooh, that's what we could do. Yes, 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 yes. Let's do that again. Just because it's so cute, or so cute, so cool. So I'm going to ink up this floral image again. Not all of it, but a lot of it, because we're going to stick it down here at the bottom. Okay. Then I'm going to clean off the bold image with my chamois. And so this is how I kind of dry it off. That's me drying it off. So I'm going to ink that up in the pool party. And now these, I'm not going to dip these back into the ink because I feel like they probably already have enough ink on them. And so I'm just going to kind of tap a little bit. And yep, I was right. They do have plenty of ink on them. I'm not sure exactly what's going to work here. So we're just going to kind of do that. Okay. See if we can get it a little bit better than we did the first time. Probably not. But the thing about this is, I don't think it really matters that much. Even if you don't get it perfectly, I think it still looks really cool. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay. Then there is another sentiment in here. So we use the sentiment here. I know you have the strength to get through this. And then this one says, and I'll be right by your side. So let's do that one. We'll stamp that inside. I need a block. That one doesn't work. Let's try this one. All right. And I think we're going to go again with the razzleberry for the sentiment, just because we have a lot of blue going on. So let's try this. There, I think that's good. And there, we got that. Okay, we'll put that on the inside of the card, and then it's done. You know what else we could do? We could have grabbed an envelope, and we could have stamped those little blue flowers on the envelope flap too. Ooh, maybe we should. I think we might, because this is just a really pretty card. It deserves a pretty envelope, I also think. Okay, so there's that. Let me get an envelope. And a piece of scrap paper here. So we're going to put, so I've got just the envelope flap underneath my scrap paper. And then, oh, this is the thing I was looking for and I couldn't find it. I kind of made this. So it's just a piece of paper. It was a piece of copy paper and I just folded it so that when I put my envelope in there, I can stamp the whole envelope flap, but nothing's going to get on any other part of the envelope. So where is my ink? Boy, this card is taking us a little longer than I had anticipated, but you know what? Nobody has anything to do, right? So we can all just hang out here and watch me stamp. I think I'm going to start in the middle. I find that if you start in the middle, oh, and then of course I fubbed it up because I didn't use my pad. Well, whoever gets it from me, hopefully they don't think it sucks because I screwed that up. Okay, we'll just kind of put the top there. Okay, and that way you can do the whole envelope flap and it doesn't get anywhere else. Okay, so there it is. Yay, super cute. Thanks, you guys. Thanks so much. Okay, put this stuff away, and then we will get the stuff for our next project. I need to move that. Clean these off real quick because if I stick them back in my buckets, Lord knows I'm going to get, oops, that one has ink on the corner. I'm going to get more ink on everything. So, okay, coming up next, we have a super cute little Halloween treat box. So I'm going to move that out of the way for the moment. I'll bring it back in at the end. And you guys know I can't stand a big old mess. I mean, it's messy when I'm down here by myself, but I don't want you guys to have to be within the mess. Okay, so we are going to use all these fun things right here. We're also going to use the jar punch. We're going to use the Banners Pick-a-Punch. We're going to use some stamps and some chocolate, some paper. I'm trying to find all my stamps. They're all in this bucket, but they're really small because the Banner Year, and this stamp set actually coordinates with this punch. You can buy it as a bundle. So this stamp set, Banner Year, has a lot of fun little things in it. Now, we do have our Magic in the Night suite of Halloween stuff, but I am more of a cutesy type Halloween person. I don't like the dark, eerie, kind of icky side of Halloween. I like the cute, fun things. And so this stamp set to me is perfect for that, because we got this adorable little pumpkin with his face. We got this little bat, cute little spider web. We've got the Happy Haunting Sentiment, a treat so sweet. So I think this is a really nice, easy, cute set for Halloween. So we're going to use this plus these punches to make a super cute treat box. So I need to get my paper trimmer, and we're going to make the base of the box. So this is a piece of pumpkin pie. It measures 2 1/4 by 4 3/4. So we are going to put it in the trimmer. We're going to score. We got the short edge at the top, and we're going to score it at 3/4 of an inch. So I just slid it over on this side of the trimmer because you can go to 1.5 inches on that side. Then we're going to turn it with the long side at the top, and we're going to score it at 1. And then we're going to go to 2 1/4, 3 1/4, and then 4 1/2. Okay. Super cute. Then I'm going to trim off. There's this little tiny corner right here. We don't need that, so I'm just going to trim that off. Then I'm going to trim up this 3/4 inch score line to create the bottom, or just to create the box, the whole thing. I'm just going to fold this, and I'm not being super careful or anything about this because most of this is going to be hidden. So I'm going to put a tiny bit of liquid glue, fold that over, and then we have what's looking like a tiny little box. This is for those people that you want to give a little treat to, but you don't want to give them a ton of stuff, because you know Halloween candy can be kind of spendy. So we're going to make it a little less spendy. And I know a lot of people, I mean, a lot of us can't see people right now, but I mean, wouldn't your like postman, your mail carrier appreciate a little treat like this? Or, you know, the clerks at the grocery store, the people at the bank, you go through the drive-thru, but you could probably, you know, put it in a little plastic bag and throw it in the drive-thru. I just think, you know, we got so much crap going on right now that a little bit of fun would be fun. So that's what this is for you. Okay, so we have our little box, super cute, super easy. Then I have my jar punch, and I'm going to get myself 2 jars. And I just remembered I forgot to run something through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, so hold please. Ugh, sorry guys. I hate it when I do this, when I forget to do something that I wanted to have done before I went live, because then it just takes, you know. But I guess you get to see the Stampin' Cut in a Boss Machine again, and it is amazing, so you should want to see it again. But I got to flip it because I need the crank on this side. Okay, so we're going to use an embossing folder. This is the spiderweb folder. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but to me, it's a spiderweb folder. So I'm going to bring my little jar in here, and I'm just going to find a spot that I think looks good for the embossing. And then on my platform, this says, do not use with embossing folders. Okay, fine, we won't. So this is a 3D folder. So for a 3D folder, we need platform 1, paper and die, platform or plate 4, and you always want to send your folders through hinge first, okay? If you don't, they can snap off. Okay. And if I can get the folder open. Look, isn't that cute? Okay, move this out of the way. And what else do we have that's in the way? Nothing? Okay. Oh, these plates, sorry. So then we are going to trim these little jars. So I'm going to trim them to 2 inches. So I'm going to put the top of the jar at the 2-inch mark, and I'm going to chop the bottom off just so it's kind of flat. Okay. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's done. Bring our box back in. Now I also am going to use, whoops, our black glimmer paper. This is really pretty. Look at the sparkle. And I love how the back of it is also black. So a lot of our glimmer paper is white on the back side, but this is black. So I really think that's kind of cool. Okay, so what I did was I just put the jar punch in this far and cropped this little tiny piece right here. Okay. So we're going to put the lid of the jar on the top here. And I think a person could crank these out pretty dang quickly if you were making a whole bunch. You know, because you would like punch all these and you would run them through the embossing machine, you know, all that kind of stuff. I think it would go pretty quick. Okay, so we're going to put the back jar on here. And I decided to go with the same color because I just thought that that way everything gets kind of hidden. So it's just a nice flow. Whoops, let's get some more glue on there. And put this one on the front. And then don't go anywhere because I have a couple others that I made earlier today that are really cute too, that you guys are gonna love. Okay, so we are getting our little front and back. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh. Thanks, guys. Okay, so then we need something to put in here, right? So I have 2 Hershey's Nuggets. I actually stuck them together with a piece of Scotch tape, just because I wanted them to kind of stay kind of together. And then I do have a piece of the Magic in the Night paper because, you know, it is Halloween-y. And I am just going to put a little bit of seal on the one end. And then I'm going to wrap this around. Oops, I better put it on this end too. Just a tiny bit. So we will put that. We're going to put these together. So I have them like the bottoms are together on this thing. Whoops, that's not where we want it to go, right there. Okay. And we're just wrapping it around and securing it. So now we have 2 Hershey's Nuggets. But wait, there's more. We have this super fun, what is it actually called? I'm not going to say, I'm going to get it wrong. Metallic mesh ribbon. Look at that. Isn't that fun? That is going to be perfect for wrapping this up. This little tiny treat, okay? So what we're going to wrap it up with is some black and white twine that comes in the Playful Pets ribbon combo pack. So you get the red and white, and then you also get the black and white twine. So we're going to use the black and white twine. And I had a little scrap piece left over from something else that I was doing. So we are going to cut that off. So we're going to use this as like like a bag is what I'm going to use this as. Okay, and then I'm going to tie this in a bow Get that other piece out of the way. It's a little sticky. Okay. And then I'm going to pull the knot down so that it's tight around my little treats. Now this is kind of a bugger. I was having some trouble with it earlier, but then I thought I mastered it. Apparently I didn't. Okay, so we're going to tie that into a bow. Just like that. Cute. And we're going to trim that end off. We're going to trim that end off. And then we're just going to drop it down in there. So then we have some way to pull the treat out that's super cute. Okay. So there we have those little fun things sticking out of the top. Now we need to decorate it just a tiny little bit. So that's where the stamps come in. So we're going to use the pumpkin and the pumpkin face and then this little pumpkin top. And then we're going to use the word boo. So I guess I actually have 4 stamps. Oh yeah, here we go. All right, so we're going to use pumpkin pie ink for the pumpkin. Okay, and we're going to stamp that right here on this scrap. Then I'm going to bring in, where did they go? Literally over here. I'm like, I know it was here. I just saw it. So I've got some Stampin' Right markers. And now Stampin' Blends will not do this. You cannot color on stamps with blends because blends are permanent. And they will stain your stamp. So Stampin' Right markers would be what you would want to use to color onto a stamp. So I'm using Old Olive and Early Espresso. I'm going to huff on that. And then we're going to stamp it right at the top of our little pumpkin. And then the last thing we have is our cute little pumpkin face. And whoops, it didn't seem like it inked up that great. There we go. There's our cute little pumpkin face. Then we have a little 1/2-inch strip of white. I'm going to bring the black back in and I'm going to stamp the boo. Right like so. Okay, so I think all the stamping is done, so we can put these away so I don't dip my fingers in them like I have been known to do a time or two. And we're going to fussy cut this little guy out. And there aren't any dies for any of these little images. So a little bit of fussy cutting is in order. And I honestly don't really mind fussy cutting. I mean, if I had to cut 1,000 of these, I might be sad. But if I was going to make a few treats and I had to cut 10 of them, I could cut 10 of them super fast in front of the TV, you know, Netflix. My husband has been addicted to Star Trek. So we've already watched the original series a million times. And so he just, he watched the entire Next Generation. And now he's watching Voyager. I'm not sure if he's going to go for Deep Space Nine after that. Who knows? All right. So we have our little pumpkin. That wasn't too bad. Then we have our boo. And our boo, we're going to stick in the punch. Since we have a 1/2-inch channel, a 3/4 inch, and a 1 inch, we're going to slide the boo down. And I think maybe a tiny bit more. I wasn't sure how much I wanted to cut off. Oops. There. That's good. And then I'm just going to trim off that. And then we're almost done, guys. I'm going to use some liquid glue. And we're just going to sit that right there. And then I've got a tiny dimensional from my little pumpkin friend. And that's going to go right. Oops, not quite like that. Got to be able to see the boo, otherwise it's not really scary. Oops, I am having an issue with that. Okay, so there we go. There it is. Isn't that just adorable? And then we can pull our little treat out. But wait, like I said, I have some more to show you guys. So let me kind of clean up this mess a tiny bit. Get some of these things off of the desk. And I'll bring them in and show you because they're super cute. Okay, so the first one I have, the second one I have is this little one that I did with Granny Apple Green. Now, like I said, I love cutesy Halloween stuff. Just love cutesy Halloween stuff. This has a Reese's peanut butter cup in there, okay, with that same fun ribbon. Ah, get back in there, you little stinker. Okay, and then I did peel the black out of this twine and just use the black on there. Same thing, I have the same black paper here. And then on this, I found some other stamps in my possession that could also be Halloween-y. The Celebration Tidings we have, of course, the little spider. So there's our cute little spider. And the spider web was in this same set that I used for this one. And then my trick or treat, guess where that came from? Itty bitty greetings. Look at that. I have a little trick or treat there. So I just stamped it in 3 different colors, and I just trimmed them out and stuck them on there because I just thought that's just super cute. Okay, and I have one more to show you guys. This last one, look at that. It's Gorgeous Grape. Again, purple, orange, and green are my go-to Halloween colors. That's just the way I am. Now this little thing, I just took some saran wrap, my saran wrap in my kitchen. I put in a few colored M&Ms, and then I did the same thing. So I like wrapped that up, taped it, and then I did the same thing with that fun ribbon to drop that in. So it's just a tiny little treat to give somebody, you know what I'm saying? They're just adorable. They all have the spiderweb folder, and then this one uses this stamp set here called Tags, Tags, Tags. There are stamps that are, so it's like the whole image. But what I did with my dies was I cut the dies apart, so I could only use one at a time if I had to. So I used that stamp set and that die set, super cute, and then I used some of the black glitter ribbon to tie my little bag closed. So yay, aren't those just adorable? So I can't wait to make some for Christmas. All right, let me bring in the stuff for our final project. I'm going to move those out of the way for the moment while I work on our last project. And this project is going to be using the Poinsettia Petals stamp set and set of dies. This is all sold as a bundle. So we're going to use red and some gold and white. White, here's my red piece. That one I already embossed. Geez, you'd think I'd have done the whole thing, but did not. Okay, so we're going to be using, I don't remember what it's called. This is called the Plush Poinsettia Specialty Paper. So this actually has like, it's like velvety images. Okay, so these are all like poinsettia leaves, but the bonus about this particular piece of paper is that you can die cut the poinsettias with one of the dies. I think it's this one here. Look at that. So you can just cut that right out. You could cut out a whole bunch of them and use them on your projects, and that's what we're going to do today. But in addition to the poinsettia pattern and the paper, we also have, I'm going to pull them all out so you can see them. We have this really interesting pattern, and maybe I should put this on a piece of white so you can kind of maybe see it better. Does that show it better? Oh, maybe I should put on black. Hold on. We'll get this. There, that's better. So all this detail is all fuzzy and velvety and soft. It's really cool. Then we also have just the leaves. And of course, we have a leaf die in the set. You can cut out the leaves. And I think there's a little die that'll cut. I'm just now noticing that. Oh my gosh. Is it true? Could it be? Oh, it's not. Darn it. But that would have been really... Oh, wait. It is. Some of them anyway. Look at that. Yay! It will cut that. So there's a leaf and this little guy. So you can cut out some of the other patterns too. And I have my pieces put together with washi tape just because you have the outside leaf piece to cut like a leaf, but then you can also imprint the veins, like emboss the veins into the leaf, which is really cool. And I have some samples that I can show you guys. So hang tough while I get all this stuff off the stamp table and get back to what we were doing, which was making an amazing card. Okay, there. So I'm going to bring in some samples quickly to kind of show you. So you can see that leaf, how it has that embossed piece in it, and so do these pieces of the poinsettia flower. So really, really cool. Here's another one. I'm going to get it out of that plastic wrap. These are some swaps that I got. So here's one using navy and silver, and then here's some of that amazing paper, the fuzzy stuff. And then here's that fun ribbon we just used on our Halloween project. So look how cool it is. And this is really flat, so there's no bulk involved, and it just adds a little bit of sparkle to any project that you stick it on. I think it's really cool. Oh, what else do we have? Ooh, we have this one. one. This one I just got today in the mail. It's a swap. Now this is some of our laser cut gold paper. Look how pretty that is. And then here again are the poinsettias. And it's so funny because I made a card for this exact same swap group, and I did this same thing where I used the poinsettia and cut it out with the die. So that's what I did. So I cut it out. So here it is. But when I stuck it on my layer with the snowflake embossing folder, when I stuck it on there, it didn't really seem to pop that well. It seems kind of muted. So I thought, well, what if I die cut a piece of white and then stick it on? Look how much difference. Look at the difference that makes. It really, really pops and just flies off the paper. Not that it's awful like this, but I just really think it's cool if you have it pop. So we are going to, since it's vellum, we're just going to put some glue in the middle. And then we're going to glue these two pieces together. So I'm going to stick those aside for just a moment. And since I have this out, this glue, I'm going to use that to get my layer with the snowflake folder. So my layer of red is 3 by, I think it's 4 1/4. I'm going to have to get my ruler out again. Because of course I can't remember because I made it, oh, I don't know, 3 hours ago. Why would I remember? Yeah, red. Oh, it's 4 1/8 by 3. Okay. So 3, 4 1/8, and then my white layer is like 4 1/4, so it's 1/8 of an inch bigger by 3 1/8. Okay. And then I have a regular layer of red. Oh, Amy says she loves my videos. I'm so relatable. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. I'm just a crazy old stamp lady that, you know, makes a lot of mistakes and tries to help people out. Okay, so we're going to end up putting that in the middle and with our fun little poinsettia. But then I also took some of our new gold metallic cardstock, and you could use gold foil sheets. It wouldn't make any difference. But I cropped these fun little berry pieces out of those, and so we are going to tuck those underneath here. So I'm going to take my poinsettia and I'm going to add it to my card with some dimensionals. Okay, I think I want it about like so, I think. Then these little guys, I was just going to kind of tuck them under a little bit. So I think if I just add a tiny bit of glue like to some of these little pieces here, I can shove it under there and then stick it down without it making a big mess, I hope. Okay, I'll do the same thing. I'm going to see how far. I may have to cut it. We'll see. Is that going to go in nicely? Yes, I think it is. So we'll just get a couple of these little dots here and the stem. And we'll lift that up and tuck that under. Okay, so we have that. And then I think we're going to pop this up with dimensionals because why not? Okay. Take the dimensionals off. And I didn't do any stamping or anything on my main layer of red. I just didn't think it really needed it. I thought this whole thing we got going on here is going to be enough. Now, I also die cut these tiny little gold pieces here. So these are like the centers. So this one has holes in it, obviously, so you could just use it like that, or you could put it over the top of this one. They do line up. I just got to remember how it goes. It's like that. Yep. Or you could put them together and stick it on. Or we do sell these cute little doohickeys in the catalog. They're called Beaded Pearls. And so it's a little trio of pearls. The only thing is they're silver. So I don't know. Can you put silver and gold together on the same card? Or is that like absolutely not? I'm not sure. So I wanted to kind of see what you guys thought. Silver with a fun doohickey decal, or the gold. These little gold things. So leave a comment, let me know what you want, and we will decide after I make my sentiment what we're going to do. So I have my sentiment piece over here, but I'll show you how I did it. I used Versamark and some gold embossing powder and my heat tool. So what I like to do when I'm inking up a stamp with a Versamark is I literally just ink, 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 ink. And then when I think I have enough, I add some more. Okay. That's just a little tip from Barb to you. Okay, so we're going to try to stamp this straight. Okay. Oh, Joanne says I can do silver and gold on the same card, but everyone else is saying gold. I'm kind of thinking the gold myself. I do really like those doohickeys. And when I thought about them, I'd already designed the card to be gold. So I think what I could do is I could take these off and make them silver, and I could make my sentiment silver. And then I think the doohickey would be amazing. So of course I put the embossing powder on. I would then heat it up, and then it would look like this. Voila. Okay. So gold is fancy. Yeah, I think you're right, Amy. It really is. We're going to go gold. So we're going to put this little doohickey away. And we're going to put the lid back on the old Versamark and put it away with the stamp. And then this here. Oh, we got to do that too. But hang on. I'm going to stick that under there, but I need some scissors because that's too long. That's too long. I'll just keep cutting it until it's not too long anymore. I should have done something different here. How am I gonna work this? Yeah, that should probably work. Now I could, this is 7/8 of an inch wide, so it's not gonna fit in the banner punch perfectly, so I'm gonna do the cheater way and snip it off like that. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of glue to that end, slide it under. And I purposely want it to hang off this edge just a little bit. I just think that adds a little bit of interest to the card when everything is not like perfectly lined up. Okay, everyone is saying gold. Okay, perfect. We're doing gold. All right, so now this little guy. I think I'm going to put them together, and I'm going to use a glue dot. So hold, please. I'll get the glue dot. So I'm going to put a glue dot on the back of this. The one with the little holes in it. Ooh, while I'm thinking about it, you guys, I do always upload my Facebook Live to YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, give my video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel right down here. There's my shameless plug for YouTube. And I keep saying I'm going to go live on YouTube one of these days just to kind of see how it works. I think it goes like that. Yep. Okay. So we stick that together, and then I think I'm going to use liquid glue. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. Okay. There it is. So pretty. Okay, so there is my card. Yay, yay, yay. So much shine. Let me bring in the rest of the project so you guys can look at them again and oogle over them because they are super amazing. I'm going to clean up a little bit. All right, so here again are our super cute little Halloween treats. As always, you guys, this is my host code for the month of September, and you can order anything from me at shoppingwithbarb.com. And then here was our gorgeous, gorgeous Queen Anne's lace card that I just love. So yeah, that is super pretty. All right, you guys, we are done. We are done being live, and I am on Cricut Patrol still. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, you're going to have to go back and rewatch the video in the beginning because I tell you a really blech story about Cricut. So yeah, so I'm going to go up and make some dinner and hang out with my husband for a little bit, and I will see you guys next week. So goodbye.